One day, the wife of a man from the guild of prophets called out to Elisha the prophet, "My husband, your servant, is dead. You well know what a good man he was, devoted to God. And now the man who he owes money to is on his way to collect my 2 children as the payment of the debt. He's going to take my children as his slaves. What am I going to do? I don't want to lose everything I have." Elisha replied by saying, "Tell me, what do you have in your house?" The woman was baffled by his question because she knew she was very poor. "I don't have anything, absolutely nothing," she said. "Come to think of it, I guess I do have a little oil." "Perfect," Elisha replied. "We don't need much. Now listen, this is precisely what you must do. Go up and down the street and borrow jugs and bowls and every container you can find from all of your neighbors. I'm serious. Get as many as you can. You're going to need them. Then I'll need you to go home and lock the door behind you. Then I want you to pour oil into each container, and then when each is full, set it aside." Although the woman thought it was an unusual thing to do, she knew Elisha and she trusted him. The woman asked her boys to help her. They prepared each of the containers by wiping them clean. After they had done this, the woman got her small amount of olive oil and began to pour it into the first container. "Quick, I need the next one," the woman called out to her sons. "Here you are, Mum." Her sons pulled the next container beside the full one. "Okay, another, quickly boys," she asked. Over and over, the oil was filling each of the containers right to the very brim. When all the jugs, bowls, and containers were full, she said to one of her sons, "Another one, please." But he responded, "Mum, that's it. They're all full. We don't have any empty containers left." It was then, as she was filling the final container up, that the oil stopped when it reached the top of the jar. When she looked around her house and saw all the full jars, she was amazed. Then she went to find Elisha to tell him exactly what had happened. All she had done was follow his instructions. Elisha smiled, knowing God had performed a miracle before the woman and her children's very eyes. "Now," he said, "go sell the oil and clear all of your debts. Pay the man back with the money you make from all the oil that God has provided for you." Once again, the woman followed Elisha's instructions. She paid off her debts, and fear of the future left her heart. God had made a way with the little she had. He had provided in her very time of need. What an incredible miracle that was. The widow only had very little, but God made a way to save her from losing her children. God is the expert at making something out of nothing. You can't outgive God, but maybe, just maybe, it's worth a try.